go to London or just be around you and all your friends, I'm going to pick up that accent and I'm going to go into my auditions with a London accent and then turn it off. And I'm going to just finesse. I'm going to finesse. But, I mean, the way I feel like, I don't know. I feel like because when I'm out with Damson, it's just like people are just fascinated with the fact that he can, turn it on and off. It's a fascination because it's hard, to go to a whole nother dialect. Like, it's not easy, So that's a lot of work in itself because there's a lot of people from the UK that can't do an American accent. Even if they try, you can still hear their accent. So the fact that he can do it, that just shows talent,
Yeah, I mean, he nails it.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, when I looked into it, I'm like, no, not again. Like, really?
Not again. That is funny.
and I interviewed Wood Harris.
A lot of the HBO actors, too, if you even to look at Empire, Boardwalk Empire, Al Capone, British.
Oh, really?
The guy who played Capone in there. It's like 3 or 4 British actors. Yeah, they're British.
Yo, man,
and
these British guys are taking all our
actors.
roles, man. Trump needs to do something about the British actors,
Come on, man.
That's what he needs to do.
Brexit the actors. They deserve the roles because...
No, I mean, they're obviously great actors.
Better, not just great, they're often better because... my theory on it is that they grow up with Shakespeare from day one.
Right.
So they grow up with a poetry in their life that we don't. Early poetry of Shakespeare, truthful history that's empowering and not as weakening. Idris is empowered by that. All of their talents are empowered by it, white or black European talents, because they just know the truth.
Yeah.
They come over with more of the truth. And so with that out the way, now they got the truth. Now they can go act better than me. Because I got the inferiority switch that needs therapy in a sense. When I say I mean we, Americans, black or white, we have switches that are in the DNA that belong to 100 years of bullshit that never got therapy or cleared up or truthfully told to us. If you don't go find your own truth in America, you will not grow up with the truth.
Yeah. Yeah, he was telling me that there's a group of actors, like it was him, John Boyega, and a few others that are just popping right now here in America. And they all were from the same class, like the same group in London. Like, and that's one thing, about the UK, like that's what I've noticed is that they stick together and they motivate each other and they continue to grow together. That's hard to find. Well, for me, it's hard to find that in Atlanta. So luckily my older sister, she acts as well. So we have each other to just, bounce off of each other. So it's just, that was a big help in itself. But yeah, they definitely help each other out and they win together. I must say they win together.
Yeah. Now I just watched the second episode and, the rape scene, I wasn't really ready for that one.
Man, that...
I really wasn't ready for that. Like, I'm like, okay, they got him in the room. They're trying to get, their money. Yeah. They're gonna hit him with a bat. They might slice him up a little bit. And then dude took him in the back room and fucked him basically.
Yeah. Look, man, apparently that's like the prison stories, That's what happens in prison. But yeah, when I saw that, I was like, interesting way to get the money, But I mean, apparently that's real life, That's some people's reality. So we had to keep everything raw and authentic with the story. And I was on Twitter last night laughing the whole night because the memes that people were creating were hilarious. Like, that was the funniest thing because the guy that plays Lenny, his name is Craig. He was the victim, and the other guy is Shion. Both very talented actors. You're going to see them, within the next few episodes. So it's just like they're very talented, and for them to, that scene was crazy. I said, yo, people are going to make so much fun of y'all. Like, that scene is going to be like the most talked about scene in Snowfall. Like, but
yeah, I would have given up the money way before that. Like,
that's what everyone was saying. It's like, man, you should have been gave up that money.
Yeah, at the point that I got hit with the baseball bat, it'd be like, it's right back there in the bedroom behind that box.
Yeah,
You could buckle your pants back up, man. That's not even necessary. We're gonna work this out.
Man, that scene was crazy. You know, obviously on the day when we were filming, there was no sound effects. So when we were acting, I wasn't acting off of sound effects. When I saw it last night, I was like, wow. It's like you hear the bed springs and everything. I was like, oh, that's crazy. It's crazy.
So you have a Jerry curl in the show.
That's just the afro. I just picked out my hair.
Oh, okay. It's not. It look kind of wet.
Curl. Yeah.
Nah. Okay.
No,
So
this is me right here, but they just picked it out for the show.
There are a lot of Jerry curls though in the show.
Yeah. They said season 2.
The uncle got a Jerry curl.
I might have a Jerry curl season 2, but who knows? I don't know.
Okay. Now the scene that you guys did on the bus.
Yeah.
Where you had the radio blasting.
Yeah.
What's really interesting about that scene is that right after that got aired, Nipsey Hussle had a situation that was kind of similar. Did you hear about that?
No.
So basically, Nipsey Hussle was on a flight, and he posted up an Instagram pic. It's got him with a white dude behind him reading like a magazine, and the caption said, "Look at this coward behind me. This clown had the nerve to tap my shoulder and tell me, 'Put your headphones on.' I looked at this Poindexter and almost laughed before I told Cuz to shut the fuck up and finish his crossword puzzle. And he shut it right the fuck up and finished his puzzle. Motherfuckers get too comfortable. I'm an old school dude. I'll slap your ass just because of slavery. For real though. Bitch ain't even in first class."
Oh man, that is savage.
And it's got a picture of him kind of mean mugging with this white dude in the background.
That's savage.
It's basically what happened with you on the bus.
Right.
Where, you're blasting your music and an older white guy asks you to turn it down.
Yeah.
And you tell him to shut the fuck up and you turn it up.
But apparently, from what I hear, a lot of people, that seen that episode, they're like, that really happens all the time. And I was like, man, that's crazy. Because when I was doing my audition, I had no idea. I was like, all right, let me just be this character. And what would this character do in this situation? And that's what I acted off of. But when people actually saw the scene, they were like, yeah, that happens all the time. I did that when I was your age. Like, I was like, really? Like, that's crazy. It's crazy.
I mean, how do you feel about that? I mean, do you feel like if you're playing your music and someone asks you to turn it down in a public place?
I mean, for me, I'm not my character, So I'm a really chill, laid back person. So if I know my music is really loud and it's really bothering somebody, because I know if someone else's music was bothering me, like I'm like, yo, like, come on, like, chill. But for me, I probably would just out of respect to other people's space. But yeah, I wouldn't make it a big deal to not do it. I usually have my headphones anyway. So I mean, I'm a really nice person, but I know when not to get disrespected. That's just a thin line, People won't disrespect me, but I also respect others, in people's personal space and privacy. So,
yep.
Yeah, man.
So, have you seen the Tupac movie?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
I haven't.
Now, John Singleton and LT Hutton have been kind of going back and forth now for months.
Yeah.
Working with John Singleton, what's your take on it? I
mean, obviously, I feel like if he were to do the movie, I haven't seen it, but it would be different. It would have been done differently. I really want to see the movie, because I've heard a lot of mixed reviews about it. So I want to see it for myself. I haven't had the chance and the time to see it yet, but I definitely will. But I mean, just because everything John does I feel like is different and, is necessary for the time that he does it. So I feel like if he were to do it, it would be a different outcome. But I really can't,
I mean, I would have loved for John Singleton to have done it because I think Benny Boom wasn't able to pull off what should have been pulled off.
Right, and John and Tupac were really close, so I feel like it would have only been right for him to do it. But, too late for that. He said he's not doing it.
Well, yeah, I mean, the movie's already out. I mean, I guess the thing is also is that in an original script, John Singleton had a scene where Tupac got raped in prison, which kind of reminds me of the rape that happened in Snowfall.
I was seeing that on Twitter. I was like, oh man.
Wow, you know something? I didn't even think about that. But he wanted Tupac raped in prison, and he had this one dude raped in Snowfall. I guess he got it out of system.
Man, I mean, I don't know what to say about that. I mean, because there's a group of writers, you know, so I'm not even going to put that all on John, you know, and say that was his idea. But then again, I don't know. So
I mean, he co-signed it. He's the executive producer.
You got a point.
He said keep that rape in there. That ain't going nowhere. That's right. We need some more bed springs.
Hey,
you know what was crazy about that scene too is because when it started happening, I'm like, all right, he just beating him up or something, right? Yeah. That's he just don't want other people. And then y'all start talking. You're like, yo, what's he? Yo, is he fucking him? Like.
Yeah. Can you hear me? Hold on. This goes out to you. Do you know who you are? Do you know?
Team MIXX episode 21.
Come on. Yeah.
I just wanna let you know. Can't go back, just let it go. If you want me, and I just wanna make it see. Here is where you want to be. If you want me,
Where do all of your emotions go? 'Cause I don't feel your arms holding me. And when it gets cold at night and my body is warm, don't you know that I'm all that you need? 'Cause I just want to be with you, whatever you want me to, and anything that you ask I would do. And baby, I hope you understand that I got feelings, but all of my feelings are just being used.
I just wanna let you know. Can't hold back, just let it go.
Let it go.
If you want me,
Baby, you want me.
and I just wanna make it see. Here is where you want to be. If you want me,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Feel your emotions as they fall in the wind. I am more than your savior, I'm desire within. I feel your emotions as they fall in the wind. I am more than your heart's best friend. 'Cause I just wanna be with you, whenever you want me to, and anything that you ask I will do. And baby, I hope you understand that I got feelings, but all of my feelings are just being used.
just let it go.
Let it go.
If you want me,
Yeah, yeah.
just wanna make it see.
I
Here is where you
just
want to be.
if you want me. I'm falling in love again. You're being my friend again. We're making sweet love. We're making sweet love, baby. Sweeter than morning dew. You know I'm so into you. There's no other touch, and it hurts me so much. Yeah. Oh,
Like, just let it go.
oh. If you want me, do you want me? Yeah.
I just wanna make it see.
Here is where you want to be. Do you want me?
Come on,
Do you need
yo.
me?
What you
Yeah.
think, what? Mace be young, Mace be dumb. Get made strong, it'll be no prenum. Ever since Big got my life changed. Out the blue, I'm your boo. Yo, that's quite strange. I get nice things way out they price range. And half these girls didn't even know my right name. See a fly rollie, mink made a coyote. Love a ghetto chick, cause I know she die for me. You got me confused, see Cam the freak. Mates never the player, bring sand to the beach. I'm something that the average girl hand couldn't reach. Living expenses, 20 grand a week. You know me, I be OT, low key, platinum rollie, smoking a OZ. I'm that baby face player without no goatee. About 2.8 and about to go 3.
Let you know.
Yeah, told